Hey y'all, what's good? It's your favorite too. And we back at it again with another reaction. You know, today we doing most useless powers in real life, part three. I ain't want to do the other ones because they're so far, goddamn far back. And this is from the homie, cool guy, logical as hell. He one of us. He looked like us. So always out here trying to, promote and whatever the black content creators and shit. Yeah. So today we're gonna start this video off, man. I'm here with my brother,
The original
stuff
video will
like
also
that.
be in the description below if you don't want to watch our reaction.
Gotcha. Y'all heard that. Go down in the description box and type all our social media links, hit the notification bell, subscribe to homeboy right here. There's a gnat in my room. I'm finna beat his ass. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and commence the cosmic jiggling.
Want to save us both some time and tell me what these mods do before I take you to prison or after?
Fucking hated
Okay,
this
so
show.
it's been a couple months since I've done one of these videos, and
Remember
the last
that?
video seemed to have a very positive reception, so I thought it would be a good idea to drop another one of them, because there are still way too many useless abilities that need to be covered. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some more useless superpowers to have in real life. Now, before I start mentioning some new abilities, I wanted to address some of the grievances in the last video, because there were quite a bit of them. First off, I want to address Akainu's devil fruit again, the magma fruit, and I will stand on this fruit being garbage in real life, because seriously, this fruit is way too destructive to even apply to real life scenarios. Sure, there's the Logia intangibility, but if you had the choice of Logia, there are way better and more convenient options. With this fruit, your only options are to either continue your regular life or become a world-renowned criminal. More on that later. And don't tell me that you'll be the best hero with this fruit, because you will be a bigger threat to civilians than any other villain could hope for. We already know how Akainu was moving during Marineford. Imagine you miss a magma fist and just destroy someone's car, or shoot, you put a crater through a building. Heck, you might even burn someone to ashes by accident. You're gonna be getting some type of lawsuit and getting put in jail for arson. Then there's Luffy's gum fruit, which I'll admit that I've sold a bit short. I forgot to mention that there is the immunity to blunt damage, so realistically the only problem you'd be having would be learning how to actually control the stretching. But the immunity to blunt damage is probably the only benefit you'll get from it, mostly because electricity immunity is fairly niche. It's still alright, but it's not the crazy Gear 5 shenanigans that you see in the series. Also, the imagination portion of this fruit is not as potent as some of y'all think. Don't go around thinking that you're gonna be summoning meteors from the sky just because you imagined it. And then finally, I found that many comments shared a similar tone with the possibility of gaining superpowers. Just become a criminal. I've come to realize that it's possible that my audience consists of a lot more menaces than I previously thought, because some of y'all can't be trusted with powers. Now, contrary to popular belief, I am not a criminal, nor do I want to be a criminal if I had powers. Sure, no one would be able to stop me. You gotta live the whole criminal lifestyle, like not associating with your family to preserve their safety, amongst other things, which is a lot less convenient than one would think. Then there are also people who world domination.
Get ISO speed out my face!
What he on WrestleMania recently? Nigga, what was he? He was a can of prime.
Because he's friends with Logan Paul.
That was after he got slammed, freaking what homeboy name? Freaking
Ooh.
damn! I just had it in my head. He Logan gave him the phone, and it was the black dude that always be with Logan, freaking KSI talked the speed. It was like he was talking shit to him because he got slammed.
Bro, look.
I was like, what's up? There's all this scripted
I put
shit.
this on everything I fucking love. Look, you did KSI, you did I Show Speed. I swear to God, if I see Casanat in that damn prime suit for either SummerSlam or next year, I'm flipping the table. Cause
don't flip your table. Go outside and flip a old rickety table.
Get I Show Speed out of here. I'm tired of seeing it. Like, bro, I really, okay, I get it. I'm old as fuck. I get it. I just don't see the appeal of these niggas. I don't. I can't. I will literally sit up here and I'm sitting up here watching a live stream of both of these niggas. I'm like, I don't get the appeal. Why are they liked so much? I don't understand. It's not making any sense to me. I get it. It's because you're old. You're an old timer. You're in your 30s. It's not supposed to make sense to you. Shut the fuck up. Sick of this. I'm sick of this, man. I don't get it. Okay, look, I understand if he's big, famous, that's cool, but don't you dare throw him in my face. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Sick of it all. Get Astro Speed the fuck out of here. Go. Go. I'm sorry. Hurt my soul. I'm fine. Just go.
Just went full Darth Vader.
And I believe that you guys should never ever get your hands on power. You'd be the mustache twirling villain that starts murking people for no reason. So with all that out of the way, it's time to finally talk about the first useless power on the list, One for All. Now this power is actually one of the worst you can get in real life in my opinion, due to how much recoil there is on your body. First off, you can't even think about using One for All at full strength ever, unless it's a life or death situation. Like I'm talking about
fate of the universe on the line, or the Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth, you better hit it.
Cause there are way too many injuries that come with the full power punch. This man Deku was breaking his arms each time he used a full power Detroit Smash, and this was after having a decent amount of training with All Might. Your limbs might actually explode off your body if you try to punch someone recklessly, and personally I think a detached limb would guarantee a trip to the ER. Plus I know for a fact no one watching this video got the money to deal with broken arms or legs every other week, and plus Deku was getting his arms healed by Recovery Girl, so he ain't have to spend much time recovering from his injuries. You on the other hand will be waiting a calm 3 months to recover from shattered bones, not to mention the fact that Deku was suffering long-lasting damage after using his arms too much, so you can expect that to happen to you as well if you throw hands too much. But besides the potential of getting OD hospital bills, you also gotta remember that there's a chance you won't even be able to fulfill the full potential of One for All. Deku had so many resources at his disposal to help him train, and we don't have
a
those.
little bit. Go back a little bit to that SpongeBob part. God damn it. Oh wait.
Too much. But
Look
besides
at
the potential of getting OD,
Oh, that's the episode where that's the episode where
well, if you throw hands too much. Besides the potential of
yeah, this the episode. This the mattress episode where they took all this when Mr. Krabs went into a coma because all his money in his mattress was taken away. Freaking Squid was like, haven't you? He said, all my money was in that mattress. Haven't you ever heard of a bank? No.
What the fuck? Okay, all right.
Well, boy,
I'm good.
why you look so small in this anyway?
of getting OD hospital bills, you also gotta remember that there's a chance you won't even be able to fulfill the full potential of One for All. Deku had so many resources at his disposal to help him train, and we don't have those UA level training facilities in the real world. Even if you manage to learn full Kaling, you better be real slow with trying to raise the power of it. Number one, you're gonna have to be training by yourself, because I don't expect any human on earth wanting to fight with someone who can punch out city blocks with ease. Number two, you're gonna have to follow the steps Deku was taking to a T and try your best not to mess up horrifically. What are you gonna do? You go 20% full Kaling immediately? That's just asking to mess up your body. And don't even talk to me about the other quirks in One for All. We saw how much mayhem was caused when Deku first discovered Black Whip. If this happens in public with a bunch of people around, you're gonna have a J. Jonah Jameson on your head every single time you try to walk around the city.
I can't stand Spider-Man. I can't stand him. I hate him.
Staying in the My Hero verse.
Oh, okay. I can't stand fucking Spider-Man. I hate him.
Staying in the My Hero verse, we got Dabi's cremation quirk, but honestly, this part is going to be mostly about Dabi, because it's truly a horrific combo for him. Essentially, Dabi's body is more resistant to cold temperatures than hot because of his mom, so anytime he uses his fire, he gets burnt, which means that he can't even use his power for real without literally cooking his skin. If you were in Dabi's situation, why would you ever use this quirk? It only seems to hurt you. Like, sure, you got strong flames, but I can get the same effect with an aerosol can and a lighter. Use this quirk too much and you'll just end up as a flaming corpse with no chance of recovery. I can can see why bro was so mad with his brother, cause I would be tight too. You're basically the failed experiment of the family. Now the last quirk I want to cover again is this freaking tail quirk, cause I still got a lot of gripes with it. I talked about it in the first video, but let's be real. The channel was in a drastically different place than it is now. First off, I need you guys to level with me here. You guys can really call me anything, like stupid, short, a fraud, whatever. But one thing I refuse to be called is crazy for calling this quirk garbage, because quite frankly, it's extremely useless. No matter what, you cannot convince me that this tail wasn't just some result of some radiation mutation or something that got passed down genetically. The doctors probably saw this kid with the big tail and realized that this kid got no quirk and were like, you know what? Just tell the kid that the tail is his quirk, that should work. Like, this thing just looks so inconvenient. I'm assuming that the tail just grew from the tailbone already in humans. So I can only imagine how annoying it would be to get clothes with this 3-foot appendage quite literally between your cheeks. You're gonna have to get your clothes tailor-made or something. Also, any description of this quirk is actively coping.
I didn't notice it at first till I looked. I was like, Zoro finna be broken as shit. Ain't nobody taking it.
Heck, anyone who thinks this is some S-tier quirk in general is just coping. Sturdy tail. Okay. I don't care about the agility or breaking metal or whatever. What are you going to do with this quirk? Don't think you're gonna go speed blitzing anyone with this power as soon as you get it.
Get
martial arts is like the only thing that can pair well with this quirk, and I know a large majority of us are not black belts in martial arts, so you gotta spend like 3 years learning to try to make some use of this tail. But if you're already a black belt in martial arts, just stick with that. You don't need no tail for that. And some of y'all in the comments are gonna be on my head about this part, so let's just make a hypothetical. Let's say Electro is running rampant in New York City. You use your tail to grab him, electrocute. Try to jump in the air with your tail, electrocute. Anything you do, you get bodied. And this will be very accurate to the show because I feel like I've only seen this guy get rocked. Next ability we got is another revisit. It's basically any big name key blast in Dragon Ball, like the Final Flash, the Kamehameha, Gallic Gun, etc. Now I know this one will be a bit controversial because we've all tried to fire off a Kamehameha. It's just a rite of passage. And quite frankly, if someone gave me the option to take key blast as an ability, I would definitely take it. But that still doesn't eliminate the fact that the strongest forms of these key blasts are way too strong to be practical in real life. Sure, the average pea shooter blast isn't blowing up the planet, but something like the Final Flash is a bit different. These blasts can level mountains easily. Heck, even charging one up is gonna be felt by a lot of people. And then there's the grim possibilities of missing the blast. What happens if you blow up the moon by accident or on purpose? I know how some of y'all be moving. You are running the risk of destroying so many things in the world every time you fire off one of these big name blasts. Legitimate question, what type of ops do you have in your life that requires a Gallic gun? Unless you are actively looking for violence and someone to blast, some pistol with the switch is getting the job done the same way. And I know a switch is illegal, but these big name blasts might as well be illegal as well. If you're new and enjoying the video so far, you might as well subscribe. We on the road to 50k, so I'd appreciate it a lot. Anyways, back to the video. Next up, I want to talk about how bad being a Jinchuriki would be in real life. My friend brought it up to me after my last video, and I thought it was a really good point. We all know that being a Jinchuriki in the Naruto world is garbage. You got organized.
Unless you kill
Real
a bee.
quick. Which tail beast you picking?
What you mean?
Like, if you was Jinchuriki, which one you picking? Also, let us know down in the comment section below. Try to get that engagement. Let us know down in the comment section below. What tail beast are you picking if you were a Jinchuriki? You picking Goku? I don't know, man. Like, I'm going Kurama. Y'all already know that.
You can have
You already know
Kurama.
that.
I want Son Goku. Give me the Monkey King.
Well, hey, if I had to pick a second, it would have to be the black and white cat.
Yeah.
Two tails.
Yeah, two tails.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a second one, it would probably be Fu. The seven tail bug one. I can fly, so.
Fly like an eagle. Okay, wait.
Hunting you down and trying to murk you just because of the tailed beast inside of you. And then the village most of the time wants you dead and ostracizes you from society.
Bitch,
you get treated like
damn.
a third-class citizen and a grade A threat. But in my opinion, the societal problems will probably not be as big of a deal in our world. The real issues start when you think about the fact that you have an actual demon inside of you and you have to try to control them. Cause oh my goodness, will these demons take the chance to run rampant? If you get someone like Shukaku, you're cooked. You can't get no sleep because Shukaku will take control as soon as you hit the bed. To be honest, you gotta have your emotions emotions completely on lock because you run the risk of having the tail beast take over. And I know there's a lot of people who would let their tailed beast run rampant in a moment of weakness. You get your heart broken, boom, Kurama just destroyed half the city. But there's the chance that you can manage to siphon off some of the power of the
So this bitch thought she could break my heart. About to break her. It's Kurama. I'm like, Kurama. Let it rain.
I've
Wreak
been like,
havoc.
Kurama,
Shit.
let it rip.
Yeah. He just opened the gate. I'm into that.
tailed beast. Even if you do that, most of the forms are still garbage. This man Naruto's skin was burning and peeling off during transformation because of the chakra alone, and he ain't even have control of this form. Even some of the upper forms of the tailed beast chakra cloaks could risk death if the tailed beast decides to take away your chakra too quickly. So basically, you gotta hope your tailed beast isn't annoying and wants to cooperate with you. There's not much you can really do on your side. Then you also need to hope that no one wants to do any experiments on you, because the government would definitely be interested in someone with enhanced healing,
let them
etc.
go.
After some further deliberation, I've concluded that having a Susanoo would probably not be super crazy as one would expect. Besides the whole going blind part, which would likely be a pretty bad drawback, the Susanoo also has another deterrent from using it. This thing causes so much pain for the user. Sasuke said it was like pain in every single cell in his body, and it only gets worse with the higher stages. You're not gonna be getting some free giant samurai armor that you're gonna be chilling inside of. As long as you're in it, you're gonna be feeling that pain. Then there's the fact that a perfect Susanoo is like 100 meters tall, so good luck maneuvering that around. I guess you could use it like Sasuke, i.e. use it like a taxi, but then again, your chakra consumption will be cooked. If you can get through all those caveats, you got yourself a pretty good power. Will you be able to handle all those inconveniences though? Most likely not. This last power I want to cover is going to be handled a bit differently than the others in this video. It has a very special place in my heart. When I was younger, I always liked the characters with super speed like the Flash, Sonic, Quicksilver, etc. And I always thought it would be really good to have super speed in real life. Like I could run at the speed of sound.
I don't know what bro going through, but I feel him.
After growing older, I realized that super speed is so busted it's not even funny, and you don't even need that much speed to be able to win any fight for real. But after I realized this, I realized that all of these shows I was watching growing up were all a lie. And yes, this is going to be me ranting about super speed in media, not about how effective it is in real life, because the orangutan at the zoo probably knows that running fast is really effective. Super speed seems to be so worthless in these shows. They always have the hero lose so many brain cells when they have this power, or they'll have the speedster be like the jokester of the group, so he automatically seems weaker than he actually is. Like, I know it's a hard power to ride around, but you shouldn't let anyone get away if you're so fast that everything seems to stop around you. Like, look at this. You should be winning every single battle. Remember when Wally beat a Lex Luthor fused with Brainiac with pure speed blitzes? This is how every fight in real life would go if you had even a fraction of Wally's speed. Like, give me super speed and I'm taking it. But if you give me the CW Flash's intelligence as well, then don't even offer it to me. I'd rather get the tail quirk.
I stopped watching the show like season 3. That shit sucked.
For the chance to run super fast sometimes. They always have speedsters lose brain cells and act like they can't react to anything being thrown at them, but they in fact can easily react and be untouchable. The only cons, if you can even call them cons with super speed, are time travel and super immense speed. Immense speed is only a con because it's kind of
fuck out of here.
Like, if you can run at 1% of the speed of light, you'll be more than fast enough to deal with most situations. You don't need to be gathering as much speed as possible to become some sort of god of speed. And if you constantly think that you need more speed, get help or please apply to be a Flash villain or something. Time travel will be kind of a negative because we don't know how it functions in our own world, so you'd actively be trying to learn about the implications and consequences when trying to make changes to the past. You'll probably make and erase a couple alternate timelines in the process, and no one got time for that, pun not intended. And if you try to operate on movie rules, you're actively self-sabotaging. Honestly, the CW Flash and other media have ruined super speed so much that I don't even want it anymore. In theory, you should be able to stop all crime, but there has to be some sort of curse or equivalent exchange when you get this power. The inevitable random IQ drops could truly be the end of some people's lives. Now, there are definitely other powers I want to cover, Maharaga's adaptation or the Titan shifters, but that'll be for another part, assuming y'all want another installation. I really do like discussing these hypotheticals in our own lives. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Okay, so first and foremost, shout out to Olama-sama for making content like this, because it's actually something very interesting and very different than what we normally see on YouTube in regards to anime and nerd content. So shout out to Olama-sama for thinking about things like that. Also, another thing, I feel him on the whole situation with superpower. I'm on the whole situation with super speed. But if you want my honest and God-forsaken opinion, if once you learn how to control it, super speed is very useful in real life. Like, real talk, super speed is very useful in real life once you learn how to control it. Because here's the thing, If you got super speed, you ain't gonna be breaking sound barriers off rip. You're not gonna do that.
Yeah, most speedsters when they do that, they have to build up to that. They are
Right,
doing
you're
that off
not
rip.
right unless you Archie Comic Sonic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh my God,
like
that's just not
agree, it's
fair.
not fair. But still, agree, it's not fair. But still, the thing about the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because it's very useful in the real life. Oh, you hungry? Oh, you hungry? You don't really know where to go? Shit, run your shit. I'm in Cuthbert. I run my ass to Albany and go to Zaxby's, get my food, and run back, and my food will still be warm by the time I get home.
Yeah, I think like a lot of there are a lot of pros with being a speedster, especially
But
since
once again, you
like
gotta learn how to control it. Cause here's the thing. I'm sure
yeah,
that somewhere in the lore of comics, someone who has the ability of super speed probably had an issue where they did not know how to stop at first.
when they bumping into
Or
shit
they bumping in shit, or
at
they
full
tripping and
speed,
falling, breaking ligaments and body parts and shit.
and then also being able to control like what you eat and shit. Because and this is universal when it comes down to speedsters, whether it's Marvel, DC, or whatever else. But your metabolism is high as shit. All speedsters are like fucking physically fit because they bodies just burn up
That's
calories super
facts.
fucking fast. So we be all just be fucking fit and tall and shit. And it's just, and also carrying people. Like if you had to carry somebody, like that'll be a con because like they have to
Yeah.
feel all that. Especially, I'd rather teleport. That's just me.
Teleportation is also very useful. Like 100% teleportation is also very useful. I agree with that. I wouldn't mind teleporting either.
Shout out the
And in
jumper.
all honesty, if I had to choose between super speed and teleporting, I'd take teleporting. I would either take teleport or instant transmission. I would take either teleport or instant transmission. Because the thing about it is with instant transmission, you can go places you've already been. And that's one of the things I like about it.
You can also go
Yeah,
to
you can also
specific
go to
people.
specific people. You can go to places you've already been. And that is one thing I love about instant transmission. But with that being said, we appreciate y'all for still hanging out with us with these reaction videos. We apologize for not stirring out the content like how we want to stir out. But we're gonna keep bringing you more content like this, reaction channels, discussion videos, and everything. We are gonna make an update video coming soon, so y'all keep a lookout for that. And what I mean by update, I mean what we gonna do for the podcast and things moving forward in regards to the podcast. But with that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys. But with that being said, another video done, another Realm Broken. We appreciate y'all for watching it with us. Like, comment, share, subscribe, because it's only gonna be on YouTube. As always, people, we are the RealmBreakers. Remember to keep breaking all the realm.
Yeah. Fuck in the multiverse.
Catch
Yeah.
you guys in the next one. We out. Peace.